Welcome to Crossing the Lines. I'm Mr. 411. And to my right is the calculator.
Greetings and salutations, Mr. 411. And you know what? I'm fired up. I always get fired up after a winning weekend, my friends. So I get me more fired. But you know what, Mr. 411? There's someone that's even more fired up than the calculator. And
Uh-oh.
that is longtime listener, sometime contributor, Bo. Yes, sir. Bo's already on the he was commenting at 4 o'clock, folks. He took a power nap. He wanted to get ready. He said he didn't care if there was a thunderstorm going through the town. He was gonna, put the gas in the generators because he was not missing this episode.
And
So we are ready, Mr. 411.
we are fired up. Bueller Dukes, fired up. Woo!
Oh,
Fired
yep,
up.
yep.
Welcome, Bueller Dukes. Todd in the building. Bo feels it. Says this episode's going to be fire. I believe that because from the information that I've been gathering in some of our pre-show meetings, man, this is going to be a doozy. So, calculator. Without further ado, man, I'm gonna pass the torch right over to you, man.
Absolutely, and folks, we said it last year, and we'll say it again. People ask for it. The calculator delivers. People want Friday night action, Mister 4-1. Get the mouth wet for the upcoming weekend. So, a calculator dug deep, and there's another over under. Yeah, calculator don't like them, but I try to do it for the people, Mister 411. Hey,
Yes, sir.
the only thing that really caught my eye for this Friday Night Lights was your Army Black Knights at the UTSA Roadrunner, folks. The over under is 44 and a half. Say, oh man, it's a pretty a modest over and under, right? Yeah. Hey, even though Army is still retooling their offense, the defense is still solid. You take that on the road going against a team whose all-conference quarterback has yet to have practice this week due to a toe injury he sustained in the victory against Texas State. I believe due to the short week and this being a non-conference game, both teams will play close to the vest, be conservative, run the ball, which, as I said it before, I'll say it again, those new college rules that keeps that clock rolling, there ain't going to be no incomplete passes to stop it, right? So this has the makings of an over, and if you blink, the game will be over before you know it, Mr. 411. But so I got to go under. I got to go under. Too many factors that, they're going to play. And like I said, there's too many things going with a team like Army that likes to shorten games, and you have UTSA who likes to throw the ball. But hey, if the quarterback's a little iffy, he's not going to. They're not going to close it, and it's not a conference game. So what they're going to do, they're going to run the ball as well. So I think, hey, I don't care who wins. I think UTSA is going to win, to be honest with you, even with a backup quarterback. But regardless, we're not going to take a side. We're going to take an under, and that's what we're going to get the folks for Friday Night Lights.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's take the under.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh man, we are rolling today, man. You already starting off with a big bang, calculator. Love it already. But man, does it get any bigger than this?
Big win. Epic win.
Yes, sir, folks. Hey, we did it last week. Our first Saturday game, we did it at the jackpot, and it hit. It starts off, you get pumped up early on, and that's what we're going to do again. So my jackpot, hey, we're going to go for that 12 o'clock game. And yes, sir, folks, I love some Big 12 teams. It seems like Big 12 teams dominate the calculator's fix. But it's like, hey, that's what I like, right? This one, Kansas State minus 3.5 at the Missouri Tigers. Hey, this year, Kansas State is one of the best teams this year in converting quality drive into points, where on the flip side, Missouri is lacking in that same department. Just last week, Missouri had trouble consistently moving the ball against a much inferior team in Middle Tennessee State, whereas Kansas State, hey, a similar opponent, UC Davis, had no trouble. Against Troy, had no trouble doing it. I believe playing in front of the home crowd will keep Missouri and the Tigers close early on. But I believe the Tigers will eventually relent to the power running game of the Wildcats. And a 3 can turn to 10 in the blink of an eye. Hey, yes, that 3.5, that it gives a calculator a little pause. But hey, I see the Wildcats tacking on a little statement touchdown at the end of the game. Anyways, I see the Wildcats winning by at least a touchdown. So I feel good giving up 7.5. Take your jackpot and go with Kansas State -3.5 against your Missouri Tigers.
There it is. Jackpot. We love them. We love the jackpots calculator.
Yes, sir. And it worked. Hey, Notre Dame cashed the 4. And I bet a lot of people were a little nervous early on, and they had a little weather delay. And then Notre Dame said, we played enough with these jokers before the weather delay, and then they just put it on NC State, which we picked. If you don't believe us, you can always click last week's show and see what we said about it.
That's right. You always can hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and remember to share, because sharing is caring. And calculator, you about to share something else.
What am I sharing, Mr. 411?
The next game.
Yes, sir. That's right. San Diego State Aztecs at your Oregon State Beavers. Yes, that could be a pretty intimidating line, right? Hey, the calculate waited until San Diego won their first 2 games against the spread, and I said, now is the time to fade them as they begin Pac-12 play against the big brothers, right? We helped our listeners cash in last week by taking UCLA to cover the 14 against the Aztecs. And not only did they cover the 14, the final UCLA 35, Aztecs 10. Easy cover, folks. Now the Aztecs have to travel to Corvallis to play the calculator's dark horse Pac-12 contender, Oregon State, fresh off a 55-7 drubbing of UC Davis. Yes, Oregon State will be well rested, and I do not see how the Aztecs can stop the mauling ground game of the Beavers. And hey, this could actually be the year that Oregon State might want to unleash their prize transfer quarterback from Clisses, DJ Uiagalelei. Yes, sir. Try and say that 3 times, Mr. 411. But hey, he hadn't had to play much in the last 2 games because they've been grounding and pounding teams to where they've had such a big lead. He didn't even play the whole second half last week. Hey, I expect another drubbing, the Beavers. So no worries, 24.5. I have a feeling the Beavers could get that by halftime, and they're just going to keep adding on because they are making statement after statement, game after game to say, hey, we don't want to be lost in the talk, right? Take the Beavers. And this is a note. This is why we say like, subscribe, big. Got to notify. This line opened at 23 and it's already at 24.5. It could climb forward. So try and get an early bet on this 24.5. You're surely got it through 23.5 before you hit that number 24. But I can't control lines, folks. When people start pounding a good number, that's what's going to happen. It's going to keep going up. So that's why we say notify, folks. We want to get you the line as soon as you can. 24.5. Take your Oregon State Beavers to cover that number.
Absolutely. Gotta be on. Gotta stay in touch with us.
Yes, sir.
We're here 24/7 for you.
That's right.
All right, calculator. What's going on with Rutgers?
Oh man, and they're at home. Virginia Tech Hokies. Okay, that's been an up and down team. But let me tell you something. How in the world does the Virginia Tech quarterback have almost a full interception per game over a 3-season span and still keep your job? Folks, that is what the quarterback for the Hokies, his stats are looking like, right? Grant Wells. Don't believe me? Hey, I'll count it down for you. 2020, 9 games, 9 interceptions. 2021, 12 games, 12 interceptions. Oh, he had a good 2022, 11 games, but 9 interceptions, right? That's a good year for Grant Wells. This year, 2 games, 2 interceptions. On top of that, Hokies just lost one of their receivers, and the other one is questionable. You're going to take that on the road against the Rutgers defense. Hey, the Rutgers defense already has 4 interceptions this year in 2 games. Their secondary is playing lights out. They've had 2 easy wins, both against the spread. I'm calling for 2 interceptions this game, which is definitely going to favor the home team. So yeah, 7 numbers is a big number, but hey, if you're turning the ball over, you're going to score some points off of that, especially at home. So I'm going to take another favorite, -7. I love the Rutgers in this spot, and I think the Rutgers are going to keep it rolling. They want that momentum going into before they go into Big Ten play.
Oh, absolutely. All right, the -7. Rutgers, that's what's going on up in the Northeast. All right. Great job, calculator. All right, check out eButts Boxing Academy, 3555 Mercer University Drive. Check them out. They're in Macon, Georgia, 31204. Mr. Butts can be reached at 478-254-5442 or 478-319-1502. eButts Boxing Academy. Check them out.
And Mr. 411, there is no better cardio than boxing. I can attest to that.
There it is. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. But man, calculator.
What?
What's in the air, man?
I don't know.
Something's in there.
Oh my. Yes, sir. Something is at there's somebody burned some popcorn in the kitchen or something. Fire alarms are going off. Folks, smelly line time. Yes. We got the North Texas Mean Green plus 4.5 at Louisiana Tech. You say, hey, calculator. What both these teams just played for Florida International in the last 2 weeks. That's right. Louisiana Tech beat Florida International somewhat comfortably at home. Yeah. While just last week, North Texas lost to that same team on the road. So how in the world is this even under a touchdown? Aha! Smelly line got the calculator looking, and guess what, folks? I've uncovered the truth. The truth is Louisiana's recent rash of injuries on the defensive side of the ball is what is going to play a big part in the game. If both teams are healthy, yes, LA Tech would be favored by a touchdown. But hey, the people in the back rooms running the numbers, they said we're going to swing this another 3 points. They're begging people to take North Texas. Well, guess what? I'm going to take North Texas. Or no, they're begging LA Tech to take it because of such a low line. Hey, the truth shall set you free, Mr. 411. As long as I'm getting more than a field goal, I'm feeling good. This is where I take the road dog plus 4.5. And we did it right on the smelly line last week when they tried to fill us with the Alabama Texas game. And hey, calculator didn't fall for it. I'm not falling for the smelly line this week either. I'm taking the 4.5 points. Road dogs. Give me the North Texas Mean Green.
If you smell what the calculator is cooking.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. 411.
Have to love that. No problem. All right. What's going on over here? What is going on?
Hey! I got to tell another story that. But Bo said we had to bring it today because he was getting his tailgate food. He was passing the word to all the people at the Kohl's distribution center so they could get ready to get pumped up for their work shift. So hey, that's what we're trying to do: get people fired up.
That's it. And we on fire today, my man. We are on fire.
Rolling through them, Mr. 411.
I tell you, well, before we keep rolling, make sure you also roll over to TikTok and check out Mr. 411 on TikTok as well. We got a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of little nuggets that's hiding over there. So you have to tune into TikTok. We'll give you a second here to click on this QR code right here. You can click on that; it'll take you straight there. Or if you look above the QR code and you look below the 411 Sports World logo, you will see Mr. 411. If you type that in on TikTok and hit the subscribe button there, you can join us on TikTok as well. We definitely appreciate that. And calculator, we're also on a dual cast today, once again with Surge TV. So we're surging, man. We're moving, and we definitely appreciate Surge TV for adding us. And so now, not only are we on YouTube, not only are we on TikTok, not only are we on Instagram, not only are we on everyone's favorite podcast network, or however they can pull up stuff on different shows on podcasts, we're also on Surge TV. You can go to your Amazon Fire Stick, you can type in Surge TV, you could download that app, and you'll be able to keep up with us there as well.
And the more people that can listen, the more people that can, take upon the friendly wagers that we try to give them.
Absolutely, calculator. And if they're tuned in right now, they'll be able to find out what's going on with the next matchup. An old rivalry.
Rivalry. We're talking about backyard type rivalry. That's right. I mean, heck, it's so backyard, they call it the backyard rivalry. That's right. We're talking people when we're talking about LaShawn McCoy. When we talk about this rivalry, we talk about Geno Smith. You're talking about some legendary people that have taken in this rivalry. Pittsburgh Panthers at West Virginia Mountaineers -1.5. Hey, the Mountaineers are actually favored in this game. Hey, West Virginia's got to still be smarting from last year's meltdown. And Pitt is coming off just a tough home loss last week to Cincinnati. The Panthers are struggling to create pressure and disrupt at the line of scrimmage, which should allow the Pittsburgh or the Mountaineer quarterback Garrett Green more time to attack downfield with their newfound walk-on wide receiver Hudson Clement, who's 177 yards, 3 touchdowns in his debut last week. And you know what? His coach was so happy after the game, just like they did with Blankenship at UGA. The guy after the game gave the man a scholarship off of what he did in that game just last week. Hey, conversely, Pitt has struggled to keep their quarterback, Phil Yurkovich, clean and comfortable in the pocket as he's been pressured a whopping 45% of his dropback, which is 6th worst in the FBS. So when I can take a team that's at home, they're better on both sides of the ball, and the line, I don't have to give up more than a field goal, I'm taking it, Mr. 411. The line's currently -1.5. I'm gonna take the Mountaineers, give up the 1.5. And again, this is another one you got to take, folks, because once people start seeing this and start adding things up, the line could go, and you want to get it before it hits 3, folks. So take the Mountaineers and take it at -1.5 currently.
Absolutely. Take the Mountaineers. That's going to be a fun game right there. As you stated, man, that definitely is the backyard brawl, man. That's always an excellent game to watch, regardless of records or anything. So check that out.
And I forgot to mention, everybody remembers old Dave Wannstedt, right? The stash out there in those games. I mean, some of those backyard brawls bring back some memories.
Oh, it does, man. All right. Well, make sure you check out www.ptwithgrit.com. All right. You know, I think everybody in the backyard brawl needs to see.
That's right.
They need to see Keith Morgan. So go to the website www.ptwithgrit.com, and maybe Lacey is already over there checking it out.
That website, it says it's under her favorites. It's all under her default homepage. It automatically goes there when she turns her computer on. Say, come on, Lacey, we got stuff we got to do. You know?
Oh, absolutely. And that, I mean, hey, look, that's probably why we can't find her anymore. You know,
say hadn't heard from Lacey in a while. Well, we can track her down off that website. I can tell you that.
Yeah, spending so much time there. All right. What's our next matchup, Cal?
Hey, I got the last one that the calculator's given. Another 7:30. People, you gonna be glued to the TV because I like this one. Hey, Syracuse Orange -2.5 at Purdue Boilermakers, folks. Still hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe in the Boilermakers this year. Get it? They lost to Fresno State at home.
Wow.
Just 2 weeks ago. And I said, okay, hey, Fresno State might be tough. Well, then I saw Fresno State last week needed a field goal in overtime to squeak by Big Sky powerhouse Eastern Washington. That's right. I didn't say Washington. I didn't say Washington State. I said a directional Washington team, folks. Eastern Washington. And then Purdue, on the converse side, hey, they go and beat Virginia Tech. I was like, oh, man, you know, but guess what? We already talked about what happened in that game. The quarterback gifted them 2 red zone interceptions, right? I just don't see Purdue being as fortunate against the Syracuse team that has shown so far this year, take care of the ball. And now they finally got that tempo that can play, that they got a roster that can play that up tempo that Dino Babers favors to employ, right? Okay. And act now, again, we talk about line moving. This one actually opened up as Purdue was favored by 2.5. Man, the Sharps bet that all the way to now Syracuse is favored by 2.5. But again, we talk about the magic points, 3, 7, 10, 14. You know, this is still under 3. It's at 2.5, but I don't know how much longer it's going to be under 3, folks. So, you know, hit the button now before it gets 3, because I think Syracuse wins outright, but, you know, it could be a closer game because, you know, Purdue every now and then can surprise. And if everybody remembers, Syracuse did us good last year. This was one of those things. It was like they taught it was like one of those dirt fights. You know, it was like 6-3 at halftime, and then all of a sudden people started throwing bombs away, and Syracuse actually covered a late touchdown, an improbable touchdown to bail the calculator out in that one. Hopefully we won't have to wait as much as that one. But yeah, I like Syracuse to win this game, and I like them to cover the 2.5.
There you go. The calculator's pick. Take the orange. -2.5. Take the orange. All right, calculator. We're going to take a short, brief commercial break, probably about 1:45. And when we come back, we're going to reveal something. We're going to reveal something big when we come back.
Absolutely.
All right.
Stay tuned, folks.
Imagine a fulfilling career as an orthodontic assistant that is fast, affordable, and convenient, that provides the freedom you desire. Welcome to the School of Orthodontic Assisting. As Georgia's only in-person, hands-on education center for orthodontic assisting with over 40 years combined experience, we understand the constant demand for experienced orthodontic assistants. By not taking the steps to gain the necessary education and hands-on experience, you risk missing out on a life-changing opportunity and the chance to secure a financially stable future.
That's why we created the School of Orthodontic Assisting. Our 8-week comprehensive program is designed to fast-track your career, equipping you with the skills and knowledge needed to become a highly skilled orthodontic assistant.
Once you graduate, you will have the opportunity to enjoy a fulfilling career as an X-ray certified orthodontic assistant. If you're worried about fitting the program into your busy schedule, we've made it easy for you. Once accepted, you simply pick the dates that work best for you, and we'll take care of the rest. Enrollment is limited, so don't miss out on the opportunity to transform your life and career. Act now and secure your spot in our next class.
Visit our website at gasoa.net to learn more about our program and to apply. If you're already on the website, click the Apply Now button to start your enrollment process. It's time to stop searching and start building a successful career in orthodontics. Take control of your future by enrolling in the School of Orthodontic Assisting today and experience the hope and confidence that comes with pursuing your dream career.
And we're back.
We are back, folks.
All right.
And I know people are saying, hey, we're missing something. It's like, folks, we're not going to leave you hanging. We're not going to leave. What's on that, Mr. 411?
Well, you know what, calculator? We can't have this show and Mr. 411 not reveal the 3 things that he believes in.
That's right. And what are the 3 things that Mr. 411 believes in?
Calculator, Mr. 411 believes in the man upstairs. Without the man upstairs, Mr. 411, and all the things that have happened in his life and everything that he's benefited from would not be possible. Mr. 411 also believes in old Saint Nick.
Oh, it'll be here before you know it, Mr. 411.
We're getting here. It's getting closer and closer, man. The year is flying by, my man.
With every episode, it gets that much closer.
That's right. Can't wait. And then the third thing, calculator, is Dr. Sachs. Mr. 411 believes in Dr. Sachs and the algorithm.
The algorithm working overtime, folks. Dr. Sachs was back in the lab. Like I said, he's fine tweaking it because nothing makes me happier than when Dr. Sachs gives out his algorithm pick of the week. And folks, we marked it down for you. It is a Miami Redhawks at the Cincinnati Bearcats. The Bearcats are currently favored by 14. Well, guess what, folks? This is what's happening. The line opened up the Cincinnati was actually favored by 16.5. But now we hit the magic number where now you can press the button, folks. 14. Hey, Dr. Sachs said, hey, his formula is looking like a 35-10 type of deal. And hey, Cincinnati was one of the surprise teams this year. They've been on a roll. They shocked Pittsburgh just last week. Folks, Cincinnati could be almost back, but I think 2 touchdowns is going to be nothing in this game, especially, but no more analysis. All you need to know is the number's been crunched, the model come out, it says take your Bearcats minus 14.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
It's just,
that's right. Trust the formula, folks. Trust the formula.
Is all you have to do. Make it easy for yourself. Just trust the formula. Mm-hmm. All right. Cincinnati minus 14. Man, calculator, what an episode, man. A lot of winnings is upon everybody and upon those who take advantage. So make sure you take advantage of everything, because the calculator delivers once again.
Hey, I was crunching numbers since they started coming out on Tuesday, Mr. 411. So then I just had to pick what I think is the best, put it all together, and then try to give it to the folks.
That's it. All right, because you do believe in the people, and the people believe in you, calculator.
That's all I ask.
That's it.
Let me help you out.
That's it. All right. So make sure you tune in for all the games, Friday Night Lights, all the games Saturday. Be ready. And then we'll come back again next week with more of Crossing the Lines. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. Appreciate those who are going to go to YouTube and watch the re-airs. Make sure you do that. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell.
No notification. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I'll say it every time. The lines move. The lines wait for nobody. So the sooner you can get the favorable line, the better.
Absolutely. And then ultimately, don't forget to share, because sharing is caring.
Caring. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. For the calculator, I'm 411. We will see you all next week. Have a great one.
Enjoyed it.